kind of be careful of to make sure that it just doesn't get away from them. But I do like the way that their draft has come together over on that Dire side. Some strong team fight, good single target, and pretty nice synergy all throughout. We'll see how Team Titan are going to be able to face off against them as we get underway with our first game of the lower bracket semifinals. We have Team Tidebound waiting in the loser bracket finals for a decisive BO3 match to be the second team to qualify through the Chinese regional quals here for DreamLeague Season 25. Thanks for joining us, folks. Let's get underway with our very lovely game. I like it. I like it. I always like seeing a ghillie suit sniper, you know, being able to kind of play around that style and really take advantage of that range. It's nice. Strong supports to rotate to the mid lane as well to fight around those runes, Winter. I think we're in for a very exciting game.
I agree, sir. I agree. But hang on. Hang on. We might see bloodshed already. Okay, now
You
they just back off.
Okay, of course not. Of course not.
A bit lucky for Neil not to break the smoke when he runs up the stairs there, you know. If he was on the stairs, there's probably going to be a dead hero.
Well, not this time around. And it seems like we'll probably settle for runes 2 apiece, although this bottom river rune will have a bit of action. No, just kidding. It's just going to be runes 2 apiece.
Don't we like to see that, Richie? A good even start. No one has an advantage, so we can see the brawl happen in the lane. I mean, most of the side lanes are going to be fun, I think. Top
That's
and
what I was about to ask. We always want to check for our fun lane early on, don't we?
You could also say the Storm Sniper can be a fun lane to watch. You see how the sniper can bully. I don't know about you, but I always take joy in watching Sniper own some Spirit Brothers in the lane.
Really? That's pretty brutal.
Very annoying for you.
What have the spirits ever done to you, Winter?
Oh, I always got ganged by spirits, especially Storm.
Yeah, well, it's a good ganker, man. What can you do?
Buy Glimmer Cape, Richie. Don't buy Aether Lens. I see you buying Aether Lens all the time.
It's true, I love the item.
Well, so
I'm really an Aether Blink kind of a guy on my supports.
Yeah. So bot lane, the Tiny has been like, he started with boots, so he's starting the lane shenanigans. This is how you play as a melee position 4 and then double melee lane. You don't fight the lane. You avoid.
I wouldn't have thought that Maiden is the kind of hero where you can easily get away with that, having a root and a slow. But I guess when you have that much HP, it's not really that big of a problem here for PYW.
Let's not forget, CM has a slow, but she's also slow. So good luck chasing a boots hero.
Painfully slow.
She's
she couldn't even.
The slowest hero, right, in the game. I think.
I think there were a few.
Techies slower. 275.
You're gonna make me look it up now. I think isn't Medusa pretty slow as well, actually?
Yeah, Medusa's slow. I know. She is
I'll go ahead and
275. You're right.
I'll do a quick search here while you go ahead and let us know exactly what we're seeing here. If there's any action. So far, pretty calm. Echo's denying the water rune. He's just that comfortable in this lane that he really doesn't need the refill. Which is funny, because he doesn't have a bottle, right, of course.
Sniper is also a slow hero, so the time that takes you to walk down to the river to pick up that water rune kinda doesn't make sense. You want to stand on the high ground, you know. You're a sniper. You never want to walk down. I mean, that's the thing about this hero in mid lane. You always outrange your opponents and you don't start with bottles, so you're just getting a lot of stats to last hits. So you don't really need the runes as much as the other guy. Which is always nice, you know, for Sniper. And he's doing his stacking in the mid lane now. It's perfect. He has triple stacks.
So there are actually 3 slower heroes in the game than a Crystal Maiden, if you can believe it.
PYW, TP's in, gets a toss back onto that Sniper.
That's a great toss back. Echoes, immediate TP out. Nice, he is safe.
Oh,
that's a long TP. That was so long. They probably could have killed him if they had known. If they
the Storm actually took a point in Vortex to try and pull him there. But now he has a point in Vortex, which is not ideal for the lane.
That's funny. Yeah, he just started CSing under
He
tower
was like,
thinking that
why is
sniper
the
was gonna
sniper
have him.
not completing his TP? And then he tries to, oh, PI level round 2, he's gonna die.
Oh my god, there's no way that that's. Oh, I can't believe it.
How
Echo,
did
he's
he
gonna still
just
die like that.
walk up? I thought he saw him. He was under a ward. Okay, too greedy.
Yeah.
Now he has no TP. Okay, lane salvage. PYW MVP. Somehow
Yeah,
it
once
worked.
again. It worked. It worked. Scientist baffled by that long duration TP. Anyway, Winter, the last three heroes, I was right. Medusa is 5 move speed slower. So is a Viper. And the last slowest hero in the game is a Weaver.
I thought Takis was a slow hero. So I guess I was not. Takis is.
Yeah, I'm trying to find his little photo
300,
here.
actually 300.
Oh, he's pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's middle of the road, really. Faster than the average ranged hero, at least. Who typically are a bit slower to make up for their, of course, advantageous range.
I mean,
Low is really starting to give the business to JT up top.
We have fast heroes. Bat and partner is 330 without boots.
The fastest range heroes in the game, tied up there with Naga and Amiibo for their move speed. It always feels pretty nice, right?
Yeah, especially for the laning phase, you know. If you're fast, you can do a lot of things a lot better. Block camps, run around, get trades. Because you can hide in the trees faster. I mean, move speed is just something that is really, really valuable in the lane, you know. Sometimes you see players starting with wind laces just because of that. And Polozon places the wards, and he knows that the Bear Rider saw him, so immediately dewards his own ward.
It's so funny whenever you see that, isn't it? We're going to see he's just going to continue his rotation towards the mid lane as we do approach the 6-minute mark. I mean, only one kill, but it's a pretty substantial one, wasn't it, onto the Tiny? Echo still finds his level 6, so he is going to be pretty powerful when it comes to this minute 6 power runes. PYW rotating around, trying to find another toss, but is scouted there by the Lit Watcher.
Yeah, he is doing
doing
a very good job pressuring the sniper. The sniper is really, really afraid now. There's a range drop even to help deal with some of the damage. And now the two bodyguards are here for XM. Paulson's here as well. The sniper needs protection and he can't afford to die another time here.
Yeah, make the game very difficult. Regen spawns bottom. XM will bottle that one up. Difficult to make the jump, though. PYW without any mobility, very few items, right? It's hard for him to just kind of walk up and get the perfect toss back every single time. So Sniper's got some relative safety here, so long as he's not too out of position.
Yeah, and you even mentioned about the vision at night. Sniper has night vision.
It's true, he's got a little bonus vision. A little bit better than average. Erica trying to fight versus 3, but PYW and now XM joining will make that a very easy kill onto the enemy safe laner. He will go down.
Just looking for that.
And with the regen, XM looking for more. He might get him. PYW giving chase. They will actually catch up to this maiden eventually. PYW, enough mana there just barely for the Ava toss. And with that crash landing, it's a second kill in the bottom lane. Space created for New. So far, XG have 3 unanswered kills in the early game.
Yeah, very good start, you know, in the early game. All thanks to that Tiny setting up. I think he set up all 3 kills so far. So well done by PIW. And CM didn't have boots there, so she is very sad. She got ran down. Not much she can do there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So, but right now the Titan has their. I guess they kind of have their level 6 on the Birdseeker. Maybe they can use it to get a kill here and there. But for now, they have to figure out how to get their levels on the supports, right? Because the Storm rotating around is very scary. CM and Bat are not the best at this point to deal with them. And
there they go again here for the Maiden. Trying to go for a D ward. Yeah, loses her life a second time here. Does ZZQ. PYW gets his 4th kill involvement. He's 2-0-2 actually, so he's been involved in all 4 kills for his team.
Yeah, that was very smart by PAW. He was just waiting. He knew that after he killed the CM the first time, he would come back as soon as he responds to D-Ward, and he was just waiting.
They're going to steal a stack too. That's very nice. XM gets a stack that was meant to go the way of the sniper. who's still, you know, farming mid, relatively safe with those infused raindrop charges. So instead, they're focusing their attention onto other squishier heroes. Speaking of, you know, these items, these flash form items, I think really the first bit of momentum, now that it's been a little bit lost on the sniper, we can expect for Team Titan is going to be on JT. He's one component in for his eye acceptor, so still farming away slowly for that item. And New on the Brew has gone for the Urn of Shadows build. Actually, will be going into this Vessel Radiance. This time around, Maiden has brought friends to get the D ward off, and she will complete that D ward. Smart.
Yeah, but Tiny is not here now. He's going top. He's like, I don't think you'll fall for the same thing twice, so he's going top to punish the Bristle. And they're bringing in the Brewmaster as well. Oh my god, they caught him.
Avalanche is going to catch him. Toss back. XM makes the jump in. JT, he's fairly tanky here. He's going to give some cover, at least for the sniper, to get some damage in. But there's going to be the first split. The lift as well onto this sniper. Shorter now than it ever was here at level 1. So Echoes, he's going to get back to business here and get some good damage in onto these Brewlings. Careful here. There are low HP. New. He decides he thinks he can go back in, as does XM with this Infest Bomb at the ready. Pretty good damage. The Vortex onto Echoes. Another Avalanche toss there to secure the kill for New, as ZZQ, if only he had his freezing field here. Unfortunately, he is going to basically die as collateral damage, as Paulson even getting involved. In comes Erica, the 1 versus 1. Oh, low! Almost manages to outright click there and out sustain the Bloodseeker, but eventually he has the damage. It's a 1 for 5 trade here, essentially. As that last Titan get their first kill, it's a big one onto the enemy carry, but it'll come at the cost of every single member's life.
10 heroes at 10 minutes in the top lane, you know? You expected that in a Chinese game?
Not really, no.
You think these guys
that's a very good point.
You think these guys want to just sit back and come? No, they just want to fight. That was actually such an amazing move by XG. They killed the CM after he respawned bot, so they know that the CM is probably going to bring back up to deward that ward, and immediately before that happens, they smoke top because they know that they're bringing heroes bot. So they totally played them on the map so well. They just outmaneuvered them, and JT dies, and his team dies also because of that, because everyone arrived late to the scene to save him.
Denied.
Those are things that I enjoy the most when I'm watching Dota. The outmaneuvering, and now they get the deward. And PYW gets a toss. He's going to kill him in the creeps.
Oh no, the toss into the middle of the Ancient's Mercy. He's going to be able to escape thanks to his Firefly, but this stack is being defended and taken now. Paulson got a few of those last hits there thanks to his level 3 Nether Blast, eager to collect on the rest. As that is the second pretty big stack that's been stolen now by XG.
Oh boy. That hurts. Bristleback is sad now. There goes all his stacks. And he has no stacks on the left side of the Ancients. I mean, this is really bad news. Now they have to figure out a way how to fight. But I'm looking at their items. Berserker's buying Radiant, so he's not really interested in fighting. And you already mentioned Bristol is working on his Aghanim's. So they don't really have a timing to fight now. It's just basically trying to defend their own territory. But both the supports have not gotten their level 6 yet. Bat is level 4.
Oh, they're so underleveled. Yeah, Maiden just got up to level 5. It's
this is bad.
It's been tough going here.
I mean, all this is a result of all the rotations that the Tiny made to ruin the game, killing the sniper in mid lane, and getting the CM killed twice as well after that. So this is all PYW here. The advantage that XG has is all because of the Tiny's moves in the early game. And now
this is what I like to call an inspiring game, right? Where you watch PYW play a game like this and you're like, man, Tiny 4 looks so good right now. I bet I could do that. And then you go like 0, 8, and 0 on a Tiny. Just leaving lane at the wrong time. He just makes it look so easy here. Makes the hero look very strong, as that'll be the last tier 1 tower going down, courtesy of Paulison's Nether Blast.
Yeah, combine the Tiny's move with the partner taking the tower. It's so oppressive, right? You can't go out the map, you lose your towers. And now the Storm's hunting you down. I mean, JT has to...
Oh, in the trees, they did see him, but XM committed on a very long zip, so thankfully for JT, he does manage to escape. ZZQ's up in this top lane, just trying to find farm wherever he can with this level 3 bite. so that he can get his ultimate off in the next fight, hopefully. Oh, he's dying to these darn double Tempest, man. No luck for him.
Yeah, and then they're gonna smoke towards. They just
Radiant's
chase them
top
out of
tower
top,
is
and they're
under
immediately
attack.
smoking to gate bot. You know, this is so nice to watch. And because you have Pagna and Storm, the Storm can actually keep going, you know, and keep moving towards the other side of the map. And who are they gonna find here? They can find the Bristol. This is huge. Bristol has no TP after he dies here if they get him.
UIW doesn't have a blink dagger. I think they've scouted him. Absolutely they have, but the jump needs to come from XM first. No, first it's going to be from Paulison. He's going to jump in, just start life draining, you connecting from the bottom wave. As with the Vessel applied, JT, all he can do is try and find a nice corner and get as many quills off as he can, but he will do nothing but die. And now Creep Wave perfectly positioned on in this tier 2 tower. I think this tower is going down, man.
Yeah, I don't see how they can defend it with, against a Pug. Pugna is low on mana, so that's probably the only thing. He's gonna run out of mana here. There's one Arcane Boots usage. This is such a nice game to watch. You know how actually is moving on the map and pushing. And now again, you know, guess what? PYW.
Oh, he's right on top of his man. ZZQ. He's going to try and let go on this freezing field. They're going to be able to just focus him down, though, with the rage. It's not really that big of a problem. First lasso of the game as the Maiden is consumed by low, as Mercy at least able to trade on to PYW. That's a pretty nice bounty for himself before he is finished off by XM. Meanwhile, down bottom, JT returns to the scene of the crime. Back to this bottom lane, where News still has charges of this Vessel, has the ulti, but with only the Pugna on very little mana nearby, they just don't have the resources to take him down. So there's at least a positive, somewhat beneficial trade, as Titan net their second kill of the game, but Winter, it's a pretty dire situation they're looking at. 2-12 here, just 15 minutes in, facing down a 6k net worth lead with a supremely confident and so far flawless XM Storms. 13 stacks of Galvanized on him right now, with the gas station as well to keep him topped up, to keep him aggressive. It's a pretty good game to be an XG player right now.
Yeah, you have two players on your team trying to get a Radiance, and look at where they're farming. They're farming in front of the enemy team and Stomp.
Echoes, he doesn't have a TP this time, and yeah, XM, he's just not going to be afraid. There's no freezing field here to threaten. ZZQ has only got a Crystal Nova to try and buy a little bit of time. Mercy lasso in 15 more seconds as the Wolf runs, but not very swiftly. Killed underneath her tower. The Maiden falls for the 5th time this game.
They're pinging the Bristle. They're trying to cut over to kill the Bristle here. I mean, this is just feeling like it's already going to be over soon if Team Titan can't find a way back into the game, you know. At least they have to wait for, I guess you wait for the Aghames. Once they finish the Aghames on the Bristle and the Radiance on Bloodseeker, you have to try to figure out how to make a move here.
Yeah,
but I guess they also need the dagger. They need the dagger on the bat because no one can initiate apart from bat.
Right. Well, there's Radiance for Erica. It is going to come earlier than News Radiance, so at least Erica's got something going his way now, and his farm is going to quickly accelerate. But, are we really going to have double Radiance? It seems that way, Winter. We will have double Radiance, as Lowe's also building up into the Radiance. I thought maybe we'd see like an S and Y after the Armlet. But yeah. Okay, unless New wants to turn this into a halberd. Ooh, XM turns that Maiden into dinner. Just zips onto her aggressively and gets the kill. But we're going to have 3 Radiance in this game. 3 Radii, I suppose.
Yeah, 3 Radiance. I think it's quite common, you know, even at the start of last year, I think that teams are getting Radiance on the offlane and the carry. Because usually you're not really going on the same hero, so you're not worried about it not stacking in the team fights. And Radiance is just a very good farming tool for Brew, you know, and a very good farming tool for Lifestealer, essentially. And later you can split it up to make a nullifier.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can disassemble this now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then, or you can make something else with it. So it's not like a waste of gold, you know. So I think it's overall it's not as bad as. What is worse than getting a 2 Radiance? Getting double pipe, I guess, is worse. Double pipe or double mech is really a waste, you know.
Double mech. I think double pipe, is there the cooldown like there is for mech? You can only benefit from 1 pipe every so often? I don't think so, right? I think it just has a cooldown.
On pipe?
Because, you know, like, after you get mech'd, you can't receive the healing from another mech for, like...
Yeah, that's why it's not good to buy 2 mechs. That's what I'm saying.
But I think for pipe, that doesn't exist. Mercy is absolutely blown up. I could be wrong, though. I could definitely be wrong.
I'll check. I will always be glad to check for you.
I think that's a thing for sure for Crimson as well. You can only receive the guard buff like once every 45 seconds or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
correct.
if it's the same for pipe.
It doesn't say.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. It's one of those hidden buffs that you end up getting, isn't it? Another tier 2 tower is going to go down here. I guess, yeah, the second of the game as Low eats the creep wave. He's up to 191 feast stacks. Careful here. Erica fighting versus 2 heroes, really kind of getting killed by 2 heroes. He does get that rupture onto XM, but it's not going to stop him from securing the kill, and there's just not much Mercy can do. He's actually underneath a ward, and XM is going to let it be known. Jumping in even further for this kill, as he will get the double. That is his 8th straight kill, his 22nd galvanized charge. As PYW with his Blink Dagger, he's going to look for a quick kill onto the maiden. TP out is unsuccessful, thanks to all the damage that New has.
Well, this game is going to be over soon at this rate.
Yes, it is, Winter.
There's not much they can do, you know. They can't even wait for the bat to get dagger because he can't get a dagger. There's not many things they can do right now apart from just wait on the high ground. The sniper is still very good at defending high ground, so you have Bloodseeker spamming his silence, sniper with scatter shot, crystal. So the high ground is going to be difficult, but outside of the high ground, there's not much they can do here. PW, he's going to get found. I mean, they have to be able to get this kill.
Could be a good catch. Silence is there, but New, he's going to run in and go ahead and use that split aggressively right in the face of basically the entire enemy team. Does lose a lot of those Brewlings, but has kept the Storm Brewling alive. XM finds the sniper. They're going to go in even deeper on this now as the Silence is going to completely whiff. In goes Low. That's a beautiful avalanche from the side as well, courtesy of PYW. JT, well, he's got his Ag Scepter and this Voodoo Mask, Winter, but they've got the Vessel debuff, and look how they run him down. They throw him back into the hands of Low as he receives a double kill, and JT just calls that this game is over. 2-22, 20 minutes in here. They will throw in the towel as XG lead after a complete domination in game 1. What an effort.
Yeah, a clinic, you know. PYW is giving a clinic how to play Tiny and how to play position 4. Like, his moves have been very, very smart, reading where they rely on one hero to dictate play, and you're there to shut him down in the lane, you know. So you kind of slow down that timing a lot, or you remove it from the game, and you make the draft very hard to execute because the guy that's supposed to move around to give space is getting dominated in the lane. So I think that is the primary purpose the co-op was picked here. I mean, they are not going to have a lot of like stuns initiation, but as long as they win the lanes, I think it will be more than enough to compensate for that.
Who was the Muerta that was playing carry where they forgot about the Ofrenda and then someone camped it and they got killed a second time? And then they lost to the lane of Barracks mid. It was the 60-minute game, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Shiro. Hopefully we don't see that for Erica here as we get underway with game number 2 of this BO3 Elimination Series. XG one step into their rematch versus Team Tidebound for the second slot of the DreamLeague Season 25 main event. Yakult Brothers already having a busy month, I believe, having qualified to the, not the Wallachia event, the Belgrade event. They are now having a second event, a second European LAN. Let's see who is going to join them. Flies the second and final Chinese representative at the horn. XM is going to say hello to Mercy. Folloson nearby. But runes 3 apiece now this time instead for Team Titan, starting off strong.
Okay, so PYW did something really interesting. He walked all the way back to take the Watcher here. I wonder why, what is the intention. He just basically didn't contest the rune and he just walked all the way back. You see the Watcher, he took the Watcher behind.
I'm not sure.
I mean, nobody's going to be farming there. I don't think anyone's going to be farming there.
Yeah, I have no idea. Because what, Watchers stay lit for 5 minutes, do they? 2 minutes? How long is it?
Probably around 5. I think it's around 5. So yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of... I'm not sure. I don't know what's happening. But usually if you have a hero that's going to jungle early, maybe you can do that. Say you are playing a Nyx, you want to see the camps and you want to, drag the creeps. Maybe you can do this with a bat. I'm not sure why. What is the purpose?
Me neither. We'll see if it pays off for him. Other than that, maybe... Who knows? Maybe actually didn't feel like contesting the runes. They decide against it. As they'll get underway for their laning stage. I think the clockwork is going to be actually pretty annoying here until they maybe get level 2 or level 3 on XG. Until then, I think he's got all rights being up here and as annoying as he wants to be. Is this our fun lane, though? Is mid our fun lane here, potentially? The Coddle Quap lane? The two short hands that, don't spell as they read?
It could be fun. Because the Corp is trying to kill the Kotal. Kotal is trying to just farm. And push out the wave. So far, I think Okay, let's look at the Corp. Okay, Corp actually didn't go for the dagger build. He's going for his normal
W's. Gonna get that kill up top. Looks like just a level 2 earlier there for New. And they put together a kill there onto the Clockwork, who's just a bit too vulnerable.
Yeah, the level 2 spike with Dawnbreaker, usually heroes die, if you're not careful. Especially with Bat too. Napalm and Flame Break. You get out of position, you're just in a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, and bot lane, the Terrorblade morphing, which I kind of felt like it wasn't gonna really bother the morphing too much. So I guess the reason behind this is more for the mid game. Later, when you build a pipe to kind of block out a lot of the magic damage from morphling, and you can also, the reflection is always going to be useful against morphling later in the game, especially in the team fights. So that's probably their idea right now with this two carry setup with a Kotal mid. We'll see if it works out for them as the game progresses, because actually they don't really have a lot of catch with their heroes, so it might not be that easy for them to punish if Team Titan tries to drag out the game and farm with their 2 carries.
Yeah, that's true. In the meantime, XG, I think their catch looks pretty good overall, right? Really, you don't think the catch is good on both sides? With like a Clockwork?
No, for Radiant, it's only Lasso, like the real catch. And snare at low level, the range is not that high. It's not really that reliable as a catch. Even the Lasso is only reliable until you get your dagger, so it's not really like an instant reliable catch. It's more for a lane. It actually has very, very strong lanes, so we'll see if they can actually use it to pressure their opponents. The Kotal is not really exactly getting pressured a lot here because the Corp has chosen to go for the Scream build. So with this build, you don't really push the Kotal off the lane. You're just like playing for your own game. I guess you can maybe try to contest the stacks with this build. You can see if the Kotal is doing some stacks, and you can go over with Blink and steal them. And they have already a very good ward, a deep ward down. You see like in the jungle, in the mid lane, to see if the Kotal is doing stacks.
Well behind the tower.
All the side lanes are actually going okay-ish. I guess the Dawnbreaker is the one I kind of maybe expected to do a little bit better against this Moita Clockwork since they got the first bird. But it seems like Moita is holding her ground really well. And with the Offrenda and the Gold Talisman, I guess she's like a pretty strong laner because of that. With the calling, your lane is a bit weaker without that bonus attack speed. And we see like Paulson already here, he's already ready to annoy that Keeper of the Light. He knows that Low can be in the lane alone. He's gonna get Hex up, but he has his shift. But Stick, he's gonna
he's fine.
Barely be alive. And mid lane, they're going in with the Naga Illusions. They're gonna see Echoes. 1 point in.
See what they can find. XM, he does have Sonic Wave ready to go. Echoes is not yet up to level 6, as the Wagon is also here in the mid lane, arriving simultaneously.
Yeah, surprised they didn't actually try to dive, you know, with the 12 sticks and Fairy Fire. I actually don't know if he survives that, you know, even with the 12 sticks and Fairy Fire. Like, XM just feels like he's not very comfortable going. But like, he just wants to play for the 6-minute rune there, get his bottle up. DD rune, amplify damage rune. They're gonna get Mercy here. He's running in, but he has the cluster clock on himself. So dispels and runs away. He dispels the Delage and runs away.
Top lane, Echoes was in the vicinity, maybe trying to find a kill there onto New, but New is going to be able to read that very well, and he stays out of range of the clockwork. No catch onto him. Really, who's come out very well out of this laning stage, it will be XM, who actually picks up this first power rune. It is an amplified damage that will force rotations back over to mid, as well as this glyph, but he's already nuked the wave. How will they get on top of this Quap to threaten now? Echoes has Spirit Form, and of course he does have that Solar Bind eventually, but with the Blink at the ready here, XM a bit too dangerous now with that amplified damage rune.
He doesn't have a lot of mana, so he has only one Blink and Scream right now. So I don't think he poses too much of a threat towards the Koto at this point. The supports are just going to go back, stack, pick up their Wisdom Runes. Right, so far, nothing much going to happen yet, you know, until the mid laners get their mana and HP up. I mean, Quap is actually moving bot. She has mana for one round of nukes with Scream and Sonic Wave.
Against a hero like a Terrorblade, that might be all you need, but it seems like instead his attention is going to be drawn back over mid. PYW, denied on that D-ward attempt actually by ZZQ.
Yep, they're gonna have to play for the 8-minute rune now. Not much moves to be made on the lane. Solar Guardian is gonna come online. Yeah, so the co-op can play a little bit more aggressive, or actually way more aggressive if he wants to. Blink in and get the Solar Guardian off. I've seen that a couple of times in my games. You know, when you see your co-op blinking in, you have no choice but to just follow as the Dawn.
As the rest of the team, yeah, I mean, that's what didn't work out for Manic. We might see that first Solar Guardian here as they are going to be fighting. No Solar Guardian quite yet, actually. They don't really need him. Paulison jumping on it. Wow, Sonic Wave to secure the kill onto that Cluster Cluck Shaman as ZZQ does not find the real Naga here, only the illusions inside of the cogs. ZZQ getting jumped now. XM a bit low on mana. There's only 3 wand charges, so it's going to actually have to be PYW to get the kill here. Gets that 5th stack of the Napalm, but it's just not enough. Connecting from the bottom lane is JT with that level 2 Metamorphosis. Good for the kill onto PYW. Paulison eventually does chase down that Clockwork to secure the kill. And it seems like JT and Echoes are going to try for a tower now.
The Shaman died at the start of the fight, and the fight lasted so long that he respawned and he TP'd back to the fight to kill the last hero.
Yeah.
That was such a long one, and in the end, the Solar Guardian wasn't used. New was like watching, he was standing in the lane, he wasn't last hitting, he was like watching the fight all the way and deciding, okay, this is not worth my trouble, and I'm not gonna come to this fight. Does not look like it's worth it for me. I think
he's still farming.
One habit you have to learn when you're playing Dawnbreaker is you never simply use your ulti to save a support and put yourself in a bad position. That's one thing I learned when I was playing some Dawnbreaker games here. I realized I was really bad at the hero because I would have the instinct to save anyone, you know. I wouldn't filter who is dying. I would just go, you know. And that would kind of ruin my game.
Yeah, it's like the Chen Hand of God, you know. You got to be a little bit smarter for it. At least with Chen Hand of God, you don't put yourself in the line of fire, but you certainly do that as a Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, the best way to use it is, I guess, offensively, because then you don't have to worry about it. When your team is going in, you have a stun, like a DK Elk stun, and then you just go in and kill a hero. I think that way it's a lot easier. But with this type of like more defensive setups, Paulison walking in with his illusions and real hero.
Yeah. He's going to get it right in there. Break of Dawn's going to give really good vision for a double Sonic Wave. PYW giving chase, but actually doesn't have a lasso quite yet, so it's XM who jumps in a second time. Mercy getting some lifesteal off of that level 2 Shackles, as now in comes the first Solar Guardian. No one caught by the stun, but the heal's effective enough to keep everyone alive in the fight. XM, another blink out as ZZQ couldn't catch him with the battery assault with the illusions on his tail. Now JT joining without meta here for 30 seconds. Is there another opening here for XM? He certainly thinks so. Another blink back on in as they continue giving chase. Hit with the solar bind now is New jumping right on into ZZQ.
What a
he gets
boss.
the kill there. Paulison connecting back. Echo's in trouble. The body blocks from these illusions are flawless. And that will allow New to get this kill onto the Coddle. Mercy. Seems like, I think he died twice in this fight, didn't he? He's going to go down, I think, again. He did.
Yeah,
He died to New at the start of the fight and dies at the end.
Excellent, like, kiting in and out by the corp there, just making them think that they could kill him, you know. He blinked him the first time, and then the Cotter and Clock like, what the hell? This guy just came in, you know. They turned around, they were running away, but then they decided to turn around to try and kill the Pop. But it was actually the wrong decision. They went in, they didn't have enough damage, and he got the second blink out, but they were caught by the Dawnbreaker, and they all died.
And this is pretty scary, isn't it, Winter? Because, I mean, I guess it is still a 4 versus 4 fight, but the Morphling is just going to be a faster activated hero. Oh, okay, well.
What? Wait, where?
Just a...
Oh,
he was farming the Ancients, yeah, very low, and I think he got him with Reflection.
Oh boy.
Well, okay, well that's...
He's just trying to
Doesn't
keep
change.
the game interesting, right? Because his team is like owning, and then he's like, okay, whatever. Now Mercy gets a hex, he gets a catch here. No Solar Guardian for 15 seconds, so no way out for Paulson. But Queen of Pain
Right.
has stayed online. So he's going to, and he picks up another rune. So
Two
he
big
can-
kills there, though, basically for free given to the side of Titan. We'll see what they can kind of turn this into here, but XG, you know, it's nothing crazy, but maybe some small missteps here as they just need to lock back in and, you know, get going here again. Should they be aiming for as clean as a Game 1 performance?
You know what?
Okay, jump in, XM, just going in mid. Look at this guy go.
Okay, he's not going. Probably there's a chance though. Okay, maybe he doesn't have enough mana.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the math right.
Maybe with the haste, though. Honestly, maybe with the haste he can get him. But yeah, I think it's a bit risky. You don't know where the Shaman is. Shaman, who, by the way, is still level 5, along with ZZQ. Although the same could be said as also for these other supports. PYW is farming. He's gone farm mode, as he's actually farming up a triple stack of the Ancients at the moment. In the meantime, though, XM activates this haste rune. Might be trying to find something underneath this tier 2 tower. As a little reel in from Paulison here. XM, he's dragged the wave with him, but still just doesn't have an opening he's confident with. So he will not be able to force the issue here.
Yeah, talking about farming, the Terrorblade has opted to go for an Orchid instead of Pipe. Very interesting. He feels like he needs the Orchid to catch and kill the Queen of Pain and Morphling. Hex. Solar Guardian coming in, not saving Polozone.
No, not at all. Paulison, he's going to die low at the very least. He wins the mano-a-mano. Now the full team's going to be incoming here with the Serpent Wards finally put down. Low cannot shift enough. He is actually out of HP there. Was max strength by the looks of it.
Yeah, he got
JT
hit by
giving
the
chase
vessel.
here. He's got a lot of mana. I don't think New has got a way out of this one as Mercy holds him down for the Muerta to pick up a triple kill in this engagement. That is a scary start for Erica, who is all of a sudden elevated to the top position here in net worth. Okay, that'll certainly help on the Mjolnir.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about. Solar Guardian onto the Naga, trying to save the Naga. And yeah, didn't save the Naga and put himself in a really bad position. And it all went wrong there, you know. And that was also
Right.
the
Maybe he was
vessel.
thinking, if I save the Naga, they'll get a song off and we can turn this fight, you know, in our
But still,
favor.
it was like really risky because they were so deep, and the vessel kind of prevented Low from shifting a lot of strength, getting HP, and that was it. You know, I think the fight just was lost after that. Good play by Team Titan. That's like the comeback that they needed. The Koto giving space and helping the Muerta farm, and now Muerta is the top of the net worth chart. And as long as this keeps happening, like Muerta can keep scaling, he'll be able to get to the stage where she wants to.
AT, he's going to try and get a solo kill into XM with the Orchid standing up on that high ground. And he's going to get him. Very well put together kill there. Patience from JT paying off perfectly.
Yeah, Corp has to buy use right now. Need to get a defensive item against Orchid. But he's actually just going full carry build, yeah. After Orchid, he's going Manta. It's like not even gonna build any aura items. Top lane. Tower's gonna go down, but we see a lot of TPs here. Clockwork does not have hope.
Yep. Glow's in trouble, though. He's got to be a bit careful. Oh, he's a waveformed in. That's going to be the go-ahead sign now. They need to land a dead shot, but the Song of the Siren from Paulison is going to put a pause on this. Low simply walking away as Paulison completes the TP out, bails his carry out of harm's way. Only at the cost of a song. Okay. Down bottom, JT. He is, I think, going to catch the first Blink lasso of the game as PYW, he had spent a long time just farming up that item and is able to make good use of it to pick off the pseudo carry offlane TB. Not sure what we're going to categorize him as. I guess as a carry, right?
Yeah, just literally they have 2 carries. That's basically it. And the Dawn also has his own Orchid. So that was like no way the Terrorblade could have wiggled himself out of that position. And that was a huge kill. And we have a game right now. You know, this is getting interesting. This is getting spicy. Quab is just completed her ult, so she's not really going to be scared of the Orchid anymore. And now they're going to look to play like a mad person again with the Quab. It's going to blink in, initiate. Yeah. Oh, we have a Hex.
Mercy doesn't want to follow up with the Shackles, though. Max level Hex, by the way, 142 build on the Hex. Cool.
I mean, the Hex is very good this game because you can dispel the Ensnare from the Naga, the not Riptide, Deluge, and the Sticky Napalm, Flame Break, and all the other annoying debuffs that you have.
Right. You're talking about hexing your allies, of course, right? Which is what you can do if you take this cluster clutch. That's true. Yeah, that's very true. Mass Serpent Ward's planted here in the middle lane. They're going to try and force the issue. No Song, you're right. New is nearby, ready to go on that Orchid. If they can actually stop the Pierce the Veil from getting through, they might have a kill there. Sonic Wave and Lasso, everything used. But they pick off the hard carry. What do they have left in the tank to fight with? Echo's doing what he can, but XM, he's going to shatter the positioning here as they proceed past the power cogs there in the river. Mercy unable to really do too much. XM another blink on in a friendly cluster cluck there is ZZQ. He's got to use that hook shot just to bail out. All things considered, it not as bad as it could have been, but the way that they blew up the hard carry was certainly problematic.
I was surprised they actually made this move, you know, without the TB. I think the TB is the only hero that can kind of hit a tower with Metamorph and Illusions, you know. I don't think Moita should be hitting towers, you know, because as I said before with this hero, you're very vulnerable before you get to your Mjolnir, freaking Pike Drag, BKB timing, you know. You need all those items, you know, and before that, you're not the best hero to just stand there and hit the towers. And she paid a huge price for that. And they are going to have to play a little bit more careful. They can't afford one more mistake here. I mean, Moita is still pretty fat with the TB, but if you die one more time, you could lose the Roche and you're going to lose a big control on the map, you know, and then it could be very, very complicated for you to keep scaling. So now they're relying on the TB pushing out waves and then the Kotal as well, shuffling out the lanes and keeping the game at a state where XG can't really proceed to get more towers and get the Roche. I feel like they're going to be eagerly waiting for an opportunity to take Roche with the Blades on the Morphling. If they can get a good pick off, Roche will be on the table for them, and Manta is done on Morphling, so he is not so susceptible to the Orchid on the Terrorblade now. He has a way to get out. And we see a smoke here. PYW has his lasso back up, and he's making a move with XM here. They kind of expect, maybe they were expecting the Moita to be farming around here, but Moita is all the way down in the bot side.
We're basically supporting this push behind her true carry, JT.
Oh, they're gonna get
See how it gets going here. Quick kill there onto the Clockwork with a Blink Lasso. This double blink, the hard commitment that they're able to pull off, it's pretty scary. But Mass Serpent Wards drop down bottom, and with the Illusions pushing here as well. Well, actually, I don't know if they're going to get this tower. They're going to be able to TP over to defend.
Oh, no.
And even that Sonic Wave, they catch Erica a second time. That Orchid has been problematic.
Yeah, Orchid on the TV and Orchid on the Dawn kind of already paid off, you know, with all those kills. I mean, Erica again, you know, I feel like he just needs to sit back and just try to farm. I guess he feels like his area of farming is a bit restricted because the TV is like taking a lot of the bot side area, right? He feels like he has to play in an aggressive position. which kind of puts him in a vulnerable position where it's easy for him to get ganked, right? If anyone should take the aggressive position, is the TB, because TB has illusions to shove out the waves and farm the jungle there, you know.
We'll see how this goes. Mew, he just revealed the map mere seconds ago, but this smoke play now incoming. Paulison, he's going to be hit with this Hex, so he can't get the Orchid off. Will-O-Wisp as well, interrupting a song. No, but he does get it off in the end. He might still end up dying here, but he's going to at least leave enough space behind him such that Mew is going to be able to TP away. Paulison then dies in his place, but again, I mean, a pretty well worth it trade if you're XG. They did not use meta. I thought they did for a moment, so this could lead them into Roche at the least for Titan. We'll see what they can do now without that song ready to be used.
This is going to be a fairly decent trade. I think for both sides, you know, if actually can get the mid tier too, it's not that bad. I mean, Titan is going to get the Roche, but they have to use the Serpent Wards, otherwise it's going to take a long time. But at least it gets Erika back on track. He has the Aegis now, so he's going to be able to play in a more dangerous position if he is willing to do so with the Aegis.
It's something, even as they fail to get that kill onto a bigger ticket hero than just that Naga Siren.
Yep.
But the ulti is coming back up now for XG.
They're moving in with the smoke. Bat is looking for a hero.
Oh, yeah.
Dawn is coming in. Koto is caught.
Yeah, but the backlines, they've got Coddle. That Will-O-Wisp isn't going to save them this time around. PYW utilizing the lasso for that kill. Can't stop Mercy's TP, but they're on top of ZZQ and have killed him off, and that will neutralize and ice this push that Erika and the rest of Titan were hoping to get started off that Aegis. No dice there. A nice move by XG.
Yeah, they're not really even afraid of the Aegis. They know Muerta's not ready to fight without BKB. And now they can continue on their onslaught on the map. They're gonna take the last remaining tower, outer tower, and maybe even steal the Tormentor, yo.
He'd be big. Mercy's going to be scouted here, but he gets through that defender's gate relatively safely. Can't really chase him that easily.
Okay, I guess Naga wants the shot. Naga has
Can they take it? I don't know if they can take it.
It would be risky, you're right. They need 5 heroes to hit this.
Another smoke move then over on the side of Titan. Mercy gets vision up on the cliff. They're going to be able to maneuver past all these illusions, but we'll move red here by XG as they're safely on their side of the river. Paulison is going to be the lone man out. ZZQ does connect there on the hookshot force staff to get himself out of the cogs. No song for 25. No chance to escape here as he once again is going to end up dropping to a big enemy smoke gank.
Yeah, that was again, you know, well done, good disengage by XG. They know that they can't fight without their ultis. No Sonic Wave, no Dawn ult.
This is a move though. Look, they're going through the gate and they see low farming.
He still has his Manta up. I mean, they have to start with a Hex somehow. It's daytime, you know, it won't be easy.
No, it won't. It will not. And now with the Bat Rider returning here, he might know something's up. PYW, just a split second late. He could have caught a big hero there. Probably JT would have been dead to rights if they catch him there.
That was so unlucky. What can you do? So now you go back and decide whether you want to defend the bot tower here. I mean, they have to TP so many heroes down, so I guess they are not going to be keeping down here. Towers already down. They are happy to farm the whole map.
JT is about to get his Demon Zeal Shard delivered. That is going to be nice for him.
Yeah, and Morphling already has Kanda. He just got his Kanda. So I assume he can actually just burst he should be able to burst the Shaman from full to 0. I think that's the only hero he can kill from full to 0.
Yeah. This poor Shaman, he doesn't have any stats actually at all, right? He has no stat items.
Oh, nice Manta.
Yeah, they're on to JT. JT silenced up. I think he's going to go to the Soul Burn. A heal just gives them enough time as they turn the Sunder onto XM, following up with that hook shot. They just needed one little bit more of damage, Winter. They didn't have it. JT, big move here from the big man in the off lane. Truly now, he is the carry.
Yeah, that was such a clutch Manta when the Bat Rider jumped in. He just Manta. He couldn't get the hero, get him right away. So it bought them some time. And the final save, you know, the heal from the Illuminate there. Just making sure that he got the Sunder off after the Soul Burn didn't kill him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was,
That was close. I thought the Soul Burn would have done it.
Yeah, that was like a really
Not
big kill.
quite.
On the co-op, she blinked in, trying to commit, couldn't get the kill and dies in. So now it gives them some chance here to come out on the map on Team Titan. To play some wards, they have a ward down on the top area. So if they can use this to pick heroes off, that would be great. The Aegis is going to time out in 30 seconds, so I doubt they're going to be able to use it to do too much here. They're going to smoke up?
No, not the Aegis, but the BKB's just delivered, so maybe they can still try and make a push here with that fresh 9-second BKB now on the Muerta. No other big item to really time this with, unfortunately. Suppose this Ag Scepter. Oh,
they caught low.
the Morphling in trouble. Can they kill him? They've actually pushed him outside of the Solar Guardian. Mew knocked back once by the Cox. There's no buyback here on this Morphling. They have dragged the Morta so deep into the base, but she's got the BKB, and now she's safe and sound and might have this kill onto Mew. Not quite. Song of the Siren used to ensure that they can isolate the Muerta as she BKBs and TPs away. Only the Clockwork is going to pay as a result. Scary moment there. What looked like a huge opening from Titan turned into all of a sudden maybe disastrous. Well played by PYW to recover that.
They needed someone to cancel the Shaman. The Shaman is literally holding the Morphing down for ages, you know. He couldn't get out of it. He just died, you know. Like you mentioned, the pushback removes him out of the AoE of the Solar Guardian, and then he was just beyond any saving, you know. They couldn't really get anything to help him there. He was just way too far off. So well done there by Team Titan. And this is going to put them in a... I guess the game is pretty much back, you know. It doesn't feel like it's like 6k behind, you know. It feels like more of like an even game already, even though Radiant is 6k ahead now still.
Yeah, agreed. I think this Muerta is certainly at a point where if she can stand her ground and right-click, she's going to be doing a lot of damage. You know, this BKB on Morph, I think, is going to be necessary. They will have the double BKB timing as XM. He's completed his, this Queen of Pain. It's a really nice shard for the Shaman. One of my favorites. Just little snacks on your shackles.
Loaded to the gills.
Yeah, finally we're going to see Muerta entering the phase of the game where she's going to be very scary. Mjolnir and BKB completed. Didn't really go for the fight, but it's going Lincoln's next for the lasso.
Right. And that's what I was going to say. It's pretty nice, right? I think as long as you have this dual hard carry situation where the TB, who's going, by the way, for an Iascati for JT, you don't have to be the sole damage dealer this game, right? Sometimes Muerta drafts, she ends up having to go for like some Crystallis into Daedalus early just to really do damage for the team. I think that'd be a little overkill and ill-advised with this kind of a draft with how good of a game that PYW is having. You can see him top lane. I don't think he's going to be able to kill Echoes, but he was on the prowl.
Yeah, he wants to get his Aghanims to be able to do more in a team fight. But I think the important thing is like making sure that Lo doesn't really die at the start of the fight. You know, they have double force staff on Bat and Naga, and they just need to make sure that they are able to save him, or he has to be in a better position, you know, because the last two fights he was too far ahead of his team and they just couldn't really do much to help him, you know, even with the Solar Guardian on top. And now they have the Axe Solar Guardian, so it's going to be harder to kite out this Solar Guardian since you can move it now. And as long as the Morphling doesn't get bursted, I think all it takes is for them to save the Morphling in the team fight or the co-op, and the fights will be very easy for Xtreme Gaming.
It's true, but that'll get a little bit difficult. The bursting will get easier, I should say, as Echoes. He has himself a Scythe of Vice freshly delivered now on the Coddle. So with that bonus cast range, he's really got some good reach for this. Oh, he's even got this Philly Stone. He's really trying to rack up as much gold as he can. This is a pretty big moment. The 6k net worth lead, like you said, Winter, basically means nothing here with this Eye of Scotty, Scythe of Ice timing, this BKB and full Hurricane Pike now for Erica. He's actually decided against the Lincolns. We'll be going first into Shard, so we'll see what he decides, really, as Roshan. It's going to be a bit of a fast spawn.
I mean, he still got the Pike. I think that the Pike is just going to be important for him to survive in the team fights, you know. I think I already mentioned this yesterday. When you're playing this hero, you don't want to be forced to click your PSW too early, as a defensive resource. You want to be able to save it to kill heroes. So having like Pike, BKB, and other ways of dispelling or disengaging is actually really important on this hero. And now the Roshan is up and it's going to be on the bottom side. So
but XG, no, they've seen it spawn because of the Break of Dawn. They saw it.
So they're definitely going to move towards the bottom area. Dawn is staying top. So
ult on in.
She wants to
I've got the calling on top. Serpent Wards are finishing this thing off way too fast. Yeah, it's way too fast though. Yeah, I was surprised XG they actually initially smoked and they started chasing after heroes top lane. Maybe they weren't thinking about the Roche timer and the daytime movement, but all of a sudden Erica, he's got an Aegis. Keep him that much safer. No Lincolns though, as he does get jumped. The save though on the Cluster Cluck allows Mercy to turn. However, the BKB this time for low. He is at least free to hit onto these heroes, but not Erica because of that. Pierce the Veil. He's fallen low, nearly dead here already. Needs a little bit more. New with the Ag Scepter, jumps into the fight as they do claim the first life off of the Muerta.
XM in trouble.
BKB, but no Pierce the Veil here on her second life. In the meantime, JT fighting nearby the outpost takes down XM. XG no longer want to be in this fight. The silence here on DePaulson stops any songs from coming through. There's XG, they've just been split. They got split around the Twin Gate, and they get divided and conquered, basically. Only losing one core, but not being able to finish off that fight.
Yeah, XM just blinking in and didn't use his BKB, so he got caught by the Shaman, disabled him forever. He was killed, I mean, this is the good thing about having dual carries, They were going on the Muerta, but Terrorblade was on the side, and so he could still help his team kill off the top, because without the Terrorblade, they might not have enough damage to kill the top there.
Right. Yeah, and he's honestly huge, isn't he? Taking a bit of damage here, but he'll be fine otherwise. Yeah, and XM dying there. That was a really clutch. Oh, wow. That was a bit of a crazy blink out there by PYW. That was a very nice reaction, I have to say, from Mercy, being able to hex the Muerta out of that lasso. Didn't think to use hex like that, but it is a save now, funny enough.
It's basically the same usage of an Abaddon shield.
Yes, except you turn him to a chicken, so it's very funny. In trouble though, JT, he needs an Abaddon shield right this second. Still gets a Sunder off onto an illusion. I think that'll only delay his death here by a few seconds, as he is still going to be caught and taken down. That is a pretty big death, but not to worry, he does at the very least have buyback.
Yeah, that was a very big death for sure. And now, actually, you can just come back out on the map. Move towards the tower. They should be able to get at least one tower here. I doubt they'll be able to get more than that. But at least there'll be one tower and some item progression. I think the Shivas is going to be important now because the Corp is dying to physical damage. She doesn't have any armor. So she needs to complete the Shiva ideally before the next big fight. She's halfway there.
What do you think about Lowe's build? It seems like he was trying to go for the butterfly after he completed BKB, but decides that the Satanic is the better item now, after he picks up the Eagle Song.
Wait, what? Really? He has a casual Eagle Song?
Oh, okay, never mind. He changed it. Yeah, no, I think it is going to be full butterfly then. And then the Claymore is in his quick buy. I thought that was fully for Satanic. No, we're good. I lied.
It's okay. Back to the game. I don't always trust you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's good.
That's because you lied to me a lot.
Dire are scanning.
It happens, on occasion.
Now they're gonna have the Aghanims on the bat. So he's gonna be able to, if he can find actually any of the two heroes, I think Shaman will be the best hero. If you can get the Shaman to stop him from saving his teammates, that will be the best. He has Aeon Disc, so it's gonna be complicated. But
that's true, right?
You still have to drag him out. Try to get him out of position. If you can drag him out of position before his Aeon Disc procs, and he procs but he's out of position, you can still kill him. Is anyone getting a nullifier? I think they need to get a nullifier.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to buy one.
Not yet, no.
Maybe Dawn can buy it later.
And she wants to go for this BKB as well here.
What?
Which I think is fairly advisable. PYW's got his own Aeon Disc queued up. as Paulson dreaming of this Lotus Orb. He's pretty close to it, actually, but will be left without buyback if he chooses to purchase it now. See New on the... Oh, hold on. Who have they caught? It's going to be a catch here. Lincoln's... Nope. Aeon's going to get procced. Oh, wow. New is joining this fight. It's not going to end up saving the Bat Rider.
They're chasing. They sense
blood
blood in the water.
Away, but Mercy, he's going to continue giving chase. JT, he's TP'd on over here as well as Paulson. Song trying to TP out, cancelled by the dead shot. Erica from long range is going to now turn this into a real chase. Paulson still able to evade them for now. I think they caught a glimpse of him there on the rocket flare as Mercy decides he's gone far enough. They'll have to settle for the kill onto the Bat Rider.
Yeah, we saw XG very confused about what to do. When Bat Rider went in and he got caught by the Shaman, they were deliberating between using the Song or the Solar Guardian. I think Naga wanted to use Song, and he saw the Solar Guardian and then he cancelled his Song and he tried to run, and then but it was already too late because the Bat died in the Solar Guardian. And then when the Taunt came down, he's like, okay, this is bad, I need to run, I need to blink out, but he got caught by the Shaman. Then eventually they still needed to use Song. So that was like a very, very bad sequence of events there for XG. They're gonna see Erica. He's alone.
Oh, yes, he is. And without an Aegis, okay, gets off the BKB. He's got the shard. Okay, but they are going to blow him up with the Conda.
Oh, he actually died through BKB.
Yeah, he did.
They just did enough damage to kill him there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, seriously, the morph coming in towards the end. Yeah, the Conda got reduced to only 100 damage, as did the waveform did the adaptive strike only did 200, but he was low enough that it was going to do the trick. There's no buyback here, so all of a sudden, XG able to move very confidently here. Oh, it's a Swift Blink instead of the Butterfly. He did have that Butterfly queued up, though, I swear. I'm not crazy, but Swift Blink now for low. I think his idea is he just wants to get on top of someone and kill them. Ideally, probably...
Shaman and
Shaman's going to be tough. Yeah,
Kotal.
Shaman's tough with that Aeon Disc, but Kotal's very achievable for sure.
Yeah, because the Kotal is just sitting back, being very annoying with all the spells, you know. Those are the heroes you have to take out, and I think he needs to just jump with the Quap, you know, both of them.
Right now, he's jumping in without the Quap as EZQ. He's going to get blown to half HP, but XG, they're going to continue to push. Queen of Pain is still not here, pushing that wave back out bottom. Neither is JT, as the Glyph of Fortification is going to get used with the tower standing on about a fifth of its HP.
Stealing the Tormentor? No way, right? Okay, he tried to hit the Tormentor and then decides, okay, this is not going to happen.
This is not the right move. Well, XG, they're going to do the Tormentor, and they're under vision. Hookshot actually does manage to catch New, but I'm not sure exactly where the follow-up is. Preemptive Song this time from Paulson as he wants to try and avoid a repeat of last fight's disaster, but he still ends up getting hexed. Deadshot, at least this time, is going to miss. Another Force Staff out, but this time Mercy, he's got the range. He's going to be able to give chase. Shackles incoming here, surely, as Mercy somehow reaches them there using that Psychic Headband cast range, and they find themselves a support. Only the Glyph really forced out in that engagement. Oh, and that's a gem fed over too, is it?
No, the Bat has the gem, not the Naga. But we see Shiva's already completed on the corpse, so she's going to be way stronger now in the team fights. But the main thing to look out for is always going to be the jumps. Can the Bat actually find? I think he needs to just find the Shaman. He can't go on anyone else, you know. He went on the Cloudwork twice in a row and it didn't work twice in a row. He needs to just go on the Shaman. Just be patient, wait. I think ideally let the Quap be suicidal, blink in, pop Shiva and do her thing, draw attention on her, and then wait for the Shaman to come out and try to kill the Quap, you know. He just needs to be very, very patient. I don't even think he needs to try to focus on, I need to get 2 heroes because I'm Agames, right? I think as long as he gets the Shaman, that would be enough, you know, for the team fight. Because sometimes when you buy
decisive
Axe, right,
action there.
Yeah,
they scouted the Roche and they all instantly TP'd. Very cool. Sorry, you're saying?
Yeah, sometimes when you buy Axe, you keep trying to get 2 heroes, you know, but then it kind of ruins your objective with which hero you should prioritize. I think here he just needs to prioritize the Shaman. There's no way they got to get to the Roche. It's like too far away. They didn't have their song, so they're gonna just try to use the smoke to get a pick off here. I think push in mid and follow the creep wave. They might
This
be able
third
to
Roche,
catch
though, isn't
one
it?
hero.
So now JT, he's got himself Terror Wave for free. So he's pretty big now. You can see his net worth jumped up as a result. Here we go. This could be a big
not the
collision.
clock
Big
again.
team fight. ZZQ is going to run first into XM. He's going to eat Hex straight away. The silence onto Muerta, but she already got off the Pierce the Veil. Not doing a lot of damage to Low, though, thanks to his BKB being active as he's going to morph into the Muerta. Okay, Solar Guardian, but Low's waveformed away from this fight as the Serpent Wards and the Will-O-Wisp, all the stationary defensive have been used already. Let's see if we find the opportunity for a reinitiation. It seems like in trouble now is Paulison. New doing what he can to try and save his friend as he offers at least a little silence there onto JT. The chase continues, though. This is an extremely mobile team, so it's not the easiest to catch. Can you believe nobody dies there?
Nope, I could not believe my eyes. I mean, you saw the bat, he was very patient there. He knew he learned his lesson, he was waiting. I don't know if he actually maybe caught a glimpse of the shaman at the end and he tried to
On PYW.
go to the side to get him.
You. This Trickster's Cloak might actually catch him off guard. Terror Wave now as well for a mini Metamorphosis as PYW. He's going to go down. That's the gem on the deck. Immediately into the inventory here for JT. That's the second time JT's got a solo kill.
Trickster Cloak with the fear. What a play there. Now they get a gem, so this is going to be very, very annoying.
Amen. He's not that alone, though, not so isolated, so he's going to be able to receive some aid from his teammates as Erica has just had his Refresher Orb delivered. Level 22, double BKB, double Pierce the Veil, and he does have just enough mana for this, I reckon. Pretty expensive ability, though, 350 mana.
They have to find a way, they have to wait for the bat and try to... Okay, with the Aegis standing in front, still don't think he's a good lasso target. They have to find the shaman. I think it doesn't change him. They need to get him. Bat is tipping in.
They can find now. The Bats respawned. XM, he's just in. Sonic Wave is pretty good, but it's not going to find the kill here onto Erica. Pierce the Veil and BKB round 1 used as the backliner so far going undisturbed.
Bat is smoked.
On the side of Titan.
He's
2-3 tower has dropped. Serpents taking down the melee racks. With fear there onto the Morph, who's up to level 25, by the way. He's taking the waveform cooldown talents there. Clockwork sticking around, trying to see if he can find an opening, but no such opening presents itself. So with the melee racks down, Team Titan will go ahead and retreat to a high ground position here in the jungle, daring anyone to chase after them.
No, they've definitely fully turned this game around. You know, this is their time with the double carry, Muerta and Terrorblade. Like one more wrong move from XG, this game is going to be over. You know, they have to be very, very precise with their next initiation.
43 minutes in, and it feels like for the first time since the back and forth in the laning stage, we have a game squarely in control here for Team Titan as a second Roshan banner is going to be used here to enable this push up to the high ground. They want to get a second lane of racks. Waveform in, though. They're going to try and spook Erica into a mistake here. Does still have that refresher. Hasn't used anything now as the Cogs actually trap managed low. ZZQ, he's going to eat that Sonic Wave. Still alive.
Oh, you got the Shaman?
They find two. Most importantly, the Shaman. They take him all the way up to the high ground as JT with the Terror Wave. I think he's going to get stunned up here. Good stun from New off that Solar Guardian as they finally take down the Shaman. Double buyback from the supports, but low. He's gone down to Erica. Erica, who's silenced up now, has used his Pierce the Veil here for the second time and the BKB, so he is vulnerable. But how are you going to kill him without the damage of this Morphling? JT running on in here. He still has his regular Metamorphosis to use. And there's still an Aegis online for Erica. How do they find an opening into this fight? Low does not have buyback, and they might know here pretty quickly. Paulison getting chased back into the fountain. He lives for now.
He has buyback now. They have buyback.
He doesn't buyback now. That's very sudden. Oh, PYW, he picked up a bounty rune on the opposite side of the map. No Song of the Siren. That's one tier 4 tower down as well. What these Serpent Wards going to town. Erica, he is going to be vulnerable, but he has a Pierce the Veil. No BKB or anything else. There's the buyback. In goes XM.
Shaman's called again.
He is silenced, but he turns now. Can they take down Erica in time? New, he's in there, already dead. Where is our Morphling? Low trying to fight versus this JT carry as well as Erica. They managed to take down the Muerta just the once, though. They need to do it again, and their throne exposed, already down 1500 HP. PYW caught and killed there by Mercy. He's got buyback on the Bat Rider. They're going to have to use it as the throne is going down, and there is no glyph. Low pops the BKB, manages to at least blow up the Muerta, but they've lost XM. He's got buyback. JT doing pretty good damage. Another Shackles here onto Low, and there's no save. That's a dieback for him, and the game ends with the Ancient exploding. XG taken down in game 2. Team Titan forcing the game 3. What a solid push from them there to wrestle control back in this game.
Yeah, what a comeback, you know, after the early game. They were patient, they bide their time. They eventually got to the stage where the Muerta, and if you stop playing that hero for a few days, it's like nothing, you know.
For these guys, though, that's quite a, you know, that's quite the big deal, I would say, especially if you're going to get your stack stolen in such an important game 3, right, Winter, as we are here in the decisive map between Team Titan and Xtreme Gaming. XG completely wiped the floor with Titan in game 2. I mean, it was, sorry, in game 1, make that, it was ugly. It was like a 2-22 victory, I think, or something by the end. It wasn't really close. It did not really look like we maybe were going to have a very competitive game 2 until, honestly, a few mistakes from XG, right? Winter, those team fights didn't look so clean. They couldn't really string together a song with their Solar Guardian, as I recall.
Yeah, I think it's harder, mentally it's harder for XG to play this third game. They won the first game very convincingly, but second game they were in such a huge lead and then they botched it, you know? So I think mindset-wise, moral-wise, it's going to be feeling good, you know, if you're Team Titan here after the second game. They're going to be feeling it. They're going to be in good spirits, whereas actually they're going to be kicking themselves. You know, we could have been on our way to hot pot, you know, celebrating. Oh, actually not on their way to hot pot. They have to
probably not
take away food, you know, because they have to play another game.
Yeah. A happy takeaway, maybe some nice instant noodles. I think I just made myself a very delicious cup of soup.
Mala takeaway. Mala.
30 seconds to battle.
I don't think I'd want Mala to take away before an important game 3, but that's just me. I think these guys, they're certainly built different as well. Their smoke is going to get sniffed out. So XG, they are going to put an end to that sort of early aggression. Are you surprised in the end, then, that we see the Muerta carry twice in a row? Especially because it was like, what, it was the second pick for them, right?
Yeah, definitely quite surprised.
The battle begins.
We'll see, you know. If they truly believe in this hero, then yeah, so be it. Sometimes as a drafter, you have to just give way, you know, to the player if they really want to play the hero.
Yeah, especially when you start your draft with like 30 seconds of reserve time. So the fact that Titan still put it together, we'll see if it's going to get them across the line now as we get underway with our decisive game 3. Remember, guys, we are going to be starting the lower bracket final match, well, in about 2 hours from now. So there's probably going to be a little bit of a break, but Team Tidebound await the victors of this match for a final BO3 to close us out here for the quals. Of course, we still have to get through this one. And, well, of course, thanks for choosing to be with us here on your what is it, Friday night, is it? He is in trouble. He might be dead. Oh, yeah, he is. JT, that is the much better start for him. Paulison looks like he wants to join him. Another Quill Spray ready in a second, but Paulison managing to sneak around those trees. And JT, he chooses to save the mana.
This is, like, again, you know, a huge mistake. Loa definitely affected by the last game, you know, not really his old self. And it's gonna give Bristleback like such a boost, you know, in the start of the game. He's gonna have his null talisman early, gonna solve his mana problems, and yeah, they have to stay focused, you know. If that happens again, this Bristol is gonna be getting away with too much. And now on the flip side, is the Timber getting good farm from the first couple of waves. Tiny has pulled and manipulated the wave, so he has the wave on the tower, so he'll be fine for now.
As you say, as the kids say, low needs to lock in, right? Let's talk about build level 1. This lane should be a little bit better. But yeah, bottom was looking pretty good for New. Really doing a lot of harass with that Timber Chain early on.
Yeah, how about our mid lane? Is this the fun lane this time? Invoker against Earthshaker. I guess it's not exactly a lane where you would expect to see a kill.
Yeah, I guess really only if XM or Echoes really makes a mistake. I think XM's proven to be a very competent Invoker player by all means, but I think there's just a lot of damage here for Echoes. He doesn't really have to put himself in too much danger to get caught out. So I don't know if it's the most fun lane. I think it'll get fun when the rotations start coming into this lane, but for now, it feels a little bit like a you farm, I farm kind of a lane where XM tries to burn as much mana as humanly possible.
Yeah, and the Earthshaker is just trying to use Enchant to last hit those range creeps or deny his own range creeps.
Pretty much. I don't think there's really much to see here. Other than, you know, again, the rotations. So then what is the fun lane? Could it be bottom, where Tiny's going to be trying to maybe look for some tossbacks and to use bursts of damage? He's got that third skill point now on New. Hasn't taken anything yet, as the Avalanche will prove to be the superior interruption technique there. So PYW snags that Lotus.
Yeah, the side lanes are
First blood. What?
side lanes are going well.
Okay.
They're going well for Team Titan here. Erika's getting like a wave under his tower. Bristol has the most CS in the game right now, 16, and he also has a big wave going into his tower. So looking good, you know, from the lanes for Team Titan. And mid lane is kind of like a wash, you know. I thought it would be a little bit more variable for Invoker, but Earthshaker is just holding his ground at the moment. He has more denies than
Yeah, I mean,
Invoker.
I don't think it's like a bad lane for Invoker, right? I think he's not really that threatened in this lane, but I also don't see it being very amazing.
No, I thought it was
see. Now he's gonna
be a little bit better for Invoker, you know, like 6-4 or so. But Earthshaker's holding his ground. He's gonna get the water rune. Here comes
This is
Polozon.
trouble though. Yeah, Mercy coming in through to be a little bit of a support barrier now, as with the water refill echoes, he finds himself with enough HP and mana. Might even be able to set up for a killer and a Paulus, and he's got just enough for a fissure should he want to, but instead he decides for the enchant totem, which is going to leave him without enough mana then. Okay, so that rotation wasn't perfect from Paulison, but I think it does enough here, really. XM's got control over the wave. I think he's going to go over and deny that water, or pick it up, basically preventing... Oh, well, I think now he's going to be too late to do so. Oh, maybe. Yeah, okay, good fissure from Echoes. He'll still get his water refill. Doesn't matter.
He has to use some mana for the fissure, but I think overall it's worth it for him to do that. Invoker kind of doesn't really care that much. He's going to just continue denying creeps, farming creeps. Again, like you said, burn the Earthshaker's mana. Well, he has a Blood Grenade, but it's not going to be close enough. There's no way he has enough damage to kill him.
Yeah, cheeky move. There's a bit of aggression from XM. A bit surprised there to see him. Maybe he just wanted to ensure that he had a proc on the cold snap. PYW able to actually avoid a death down bottom as he goes through the trees to avoid the clockwork. Oh, well, hold on. I say that, but he's going to go back through these same trees. Cogs available in a second, but I think PYW is a bit too speedy with those coffee boots. He's out of there in time.
Yeah, Erika's doing great, you know, this lane. 32 and 7. He's having a pretty good amount of farm here. Has his Falcon Gate Blade completed. I mean, it's important that they actually try to do something, you know, actually to slow this Moita down. I mean, if Moita gets too far ahead in this game, there's not really a lot of like good answers, you know, because Moita is really good into TA later. TA can't really match up well into Moita in the late game, whereas Invoker as well doesn't really. You know, Moita's not really that afraid, you know, of Invoker when you have the BKB and Pierce Severe.
Something I'm also interested in, as we've just seen Mercy stack the triangle, I think for the 4th time now. I am curious whether this is going to be for the Bristle or for the Earthshaker, because we've seen a mid-shaker before Echo Slam a few ancient stacks, if I recall. So I'm not sure
Sharing is carrying, Richie. Share it.
Hard to share with an Echo Slam, though. I'm not sure. I'm just saying that's going to be an important point to see how Team Titan want to split the priority.
Objectively, who is more important? Whose first item is more important? Is the dagger on the shaker more important, or the axe on the Bristol more important?
I think it depends on the state of the game, but I think generally I would side with the mid shaker's dagger personally.
Yep, there we go.
What do you think?
Yeah, the dagger is more important because the dagger is gonna allow everyone to get more farm and more space, you know. Whereas the axe doesn't really help you immediately.
Yep. So the stack scouted now by Paulison is he is going to unlight the Watcher, probably at the cost of his own life. I think Echoes is just going to Echo Slam here, by the way. Hold on, let's see it. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so he gets the first big stack. It's just so funny to see, honestly. But that will get him about halfway towards the blink.
As he's gonna clear the rest, so he's happy. This is my support tax, you know. He's almost level 6 on the Shadow Demon.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, he got the big creeps.
Radiant structures.
He got the big creeps. It is
That's
going to
really
leave.
good for him.
Right. It leaves the mid lane alone here for a while until the Shaker can go ahead and TP back in. PYW is behind the tower here. Quick Avatos. That should net a kill very quickly here onto Mercy. So they can continue applying a bit more pressure then. Okay, just wants to be as annoying as possible to Echoes. Does burn all of his mana, but the regen rune obviously is going to go ahead and refill that relatively easily. Okay. He farmed 4 cogs there. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. But how's like TA doing after New's first death? He's top of CS. How does that translate to net worth? 1-to-1. As he is also leading here in terms of net worth with XM not far behind. JT, once again, didn't get his stack, but he might have a second kill here onto low. Seems a bit difficult with those refraction charges. Down bottom, we see PYW trying to maybe replicate game 1 as he will go in now onto this Muerta. Pierce the Veil is ready. She does now finally get that off, but sitting in the Chakram with that pure damage and the magic from Paulison, they take her down. ZZQ, he's going to be victim of the Twin Gate rotation of low. Is going to be able to put some pressure onto this tier 1 tower, all in the same rotation. Very, very well done there by XG as they take a kill lead 3-1.
Yeah, this is going to open up the bot side. This is very nice. Perfect for the Timber. And now they can decide whether they want to return to defend the top as well. Don't think the Bristle should be able to get a tower in exchange. He just wants to farm his axe, but XM is here. The EMP could disrupt, stops the tornado, but he's going to get tossed in as a result.
Yep, Shaker is coming to this fight though. Does have an Echo Slam. This could be painful. In he goes low. He's going to be in a 1-versus-1, but a tornado finds 3, sets up JT here for trouble as the Echo Slam used for the kill onto low. JT goes down to New, who continues fighting through this one, finds a second kill there on the Whirling Death combo. A 2-for-3 trade. You lose the carry, Winter, but New's getting online here with these kills. 3-0-2 now on the Timber. Who do you reckon that works out better for here?
I probably actually, because the Gyro also, he was able to use the mid lane to get his level 6. Now they might be able to get a kill here on Echoes. Actually, no. With the Tornado whiffing, probably not enough damage here. But Mercy, on the other hand, don't want to get too close to that Gyro.
No, you do not, unless you're trying to bait him here. Paulison stuck on the wrong side of a fissure. Now he's going to turn and fight and pick up the kill there as PYW connecting from behind. A second kill in quick succession here onto JT. They steal these stacks. It's looking a little bit similar to game 1. Maybe too much for his liking, if I had to guess, Winter. He'll take the hard camp, but the ancient camp, I think, is going to go undisturbed.
Yeah, hopefully he gets the next
Another
one.
big play there by PYW, honestly. Big connection.
Yeah, hopefully he gets the next stack, you know, on the Bristol. But he is actually falling far behind after those 2 ganks.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He felt pretty good, you know, like 2 minutes ago, but now not so much.
Toss back. PYW setting up for another kill. That crash landing so much magic damage here early on, honestly, between these 2 supports. As the EMP Tornado is going to successfully burn the mana of Echoes. He's got his Blink Dagger. Can't really do anything with it. Not the best Blink reveal. I assume XG did scout that. Okay, well, state of the game, Winter 3-9. It's kind of exploded, an explosion, I would say, of XG's aggression here has really panned out for them in the last 3 to 4 minutes, really, it's felt like. I think so far the only thing that's gone unchecked is going to be Erica. They did kill him once with that Twin Gate rotation. I don't know if that's enough. I mean, he's certainly not having as good as a game as last time so far, but we'll see here how XG continue to play this. Mid lane, XM gets the tornado off to try and save himself, but I think there's just too many enemy heroes around as he goes down, and his body sends up to the high ground there, courtesy of the enchanted totem. Slugger looks so funny, doesn't it? Yeah,
gonna get a setup.
another two-man avalanche onto the supports. A beautiful jump there, although ZZQ is actually quite tanky. He does have a hook shot now, freshly level 6. He's going to use it to interrupt and catch New, but he does get to the other side, at least of the fissure. Erica doesn't find a great opportunity to pop that Pierce the Veil, as from the high ground, New managing to find the kill there on the
still
clock.
going.
Decides to go in actually for more. That's shocking. New is going to be caught there by that fissure. The Avatos into the Chakram. Still good for the kill. New on a triple kill here as he escapes with 200 HP. My goodness. The aggression here, Titan thinking that maybe they can take it down, but it's the oldest trick in the book. Everyone go on the Timbersaw. Surely we kill him this time, right? Not quite.
This time XM is here with amplified damage. He's going to see JT trying to farm some Ancients. We've seen this movie many times.
We have Tornado. This time it's on the mark. They've got the EMP Cold Snap save, though, by Mercy here, courtesy of the disruption. Unfortunately, they will lose the stack still to low. JT just 3/4 of the way towards his Ag Scepter, so it's coming along. But it looks like they are going to steal once again his Ancient stack. He's seen this movie before in Winter, like you said, and he doesn't like it. He wants to skip past this part, please.
Well, he doesn't control the skip this part button here. He has to sit around and watch as the enemy gets all the stacks again.
6K, the net worth lead now, just over 14 minutes in. At the very least, Titan in position to claim their second Wisdom rune here. So no shenanigans, pardon me, there. The game looking a little difficult for them, I'm not going to lie. XG, they're smoking on any big items here. Doesn't really look like, I guess, the Witchblade Invoker. Oh, and that's a big catch. ZZQ hook shot doesn't actually find the Invoker. They're going to turn back for Paulson as Echo Slam. I think it whipped onto everything. Echoes couldn't get the Enchant Totem auto attack off either. And now ZZQ, he is going to be left without much of anything either in this fight. Once again, Winter, the stacks contested and stolen. As it's been a painful 6 minutes for Titan. It looked pretty good for them, honestly, and it's just been downhill from there.
Yeah, it's the power of the gyro, plus the Timber and the Invoker. And at this stage of the game, especially the gyro, he just basically soaked everything up. He was so tanky with the Vitality booster, and just dish out a bunch of damage. I think with any other support, they might not have been able to get the kill on the Earthshaker there, even with that catch from the Invoker. Gyro allowing them to secure that all-important kill, take the stacks. The story of the game has always been XG coming to fight when Bristol or the Earthshaker, they're doing their stacks, just rinse, repeat.
Yeah. Well, JT, at least he has finally farmed enough to get that Ag Scepter online. Careful here, PYW is going to get trapped inside, but has at least Mercy in there with him. Sweeps him up for his 7th kill of the game. 7-0-4 right now on this Timber, involved of 11 of 15. The only hero that's bested that kill participation is Paulson, 4-0-8 right now on the Gyrocopter. So yeah, they're doing very, very damn well, aren't they? XM, he's going hunting. Erica is going to open up now onto Paulson. Paulson's still alive, actually. Does manage to get the call down off at the very least for a bit of bonus damage, but I think really XM, without many other heroes in the vicinity, he's just going to have to leave him for dead. But Paulson was worth 850 gold. Wow.
Yeah, a big streak there, dominating streak. It's still a pretty good pickup here for Team Titan. One kill at a time, take the game slow and steady. One kill at a time.
Very true. Very true.
And they have Echo Slam up, so ready to go for another pickoff here. I think they don't really need to maybe push towers as aggressively, but they have to at least defend their territory. Like the Ancients here, actually has been sitting here for the last 5 minutes, farming with the TA and the Gyro. So they have to somehow figure a way to smoke back in and to reclaim this territory.
He is going to be stalking them here. He's got an Invis rune. JT, he's going to be figuring out that they have a Spirit Vessel for him shortly as PYW finds a very nice Avatos onto 2. The follow-up echoes with the slam. It's pretty decent, but they need a little bit more follow-up damage. New, he finally goes down to Erica as XM able to at least waddle away from this fight. A 1-for-1 trade, but a much better exchange there for Team Titan as they take down the so far unkilled Gyro. Sorry, not Gyro. He's the other the other keen folk. A Timber, Rizrak, he goes down.
Yeah, he has a dagger and Kaya on, so no defensive items. So once he goes in, he just doesn't really have much to help him out to get out. You know, if he doesn't kill the hero. I think a bit of a hasty decision there to go into the fight when the cooldown was about like I think 10 seconds before it was ready. They probably would have been able to take that fight if they had cooldown, but just a bit too hasty, you know. After they saw an opening, I think it was the Tiny that got a 2-man stun and a toss, so the Timber figured it was a good idea to go in.
Right. Yeah. Like you said, Winter, sometimes when you're playing from ahead, the hardest thing is to do nothing, as well now they've got 2 heroes trapped inside of the cogs. Very nice setup there from PYW, sets them up for Low to knock him down. 6 stacks now of damage up on that Deso as the tier 2 tower here looks like it'll be going down. That is tough timing here. Just every single time it looks like Titan gets a bit of an opening, they end up kind of getting smacked back a little bit. Echoes, he's going to go hunting here for the Invoker. XM is invis down here though. He's carrying dust. They fortified for that top tier 2 tower. You can see PYW still in the vicinity hunting for another toss back, but no one's going to show their face, so it's just a tier 2 tower for free. And Low, he's just straight back to farming your Ancients, man. He does not care.
I don't think he has ever been on his side of the Ancients. Like, look at the Ancients, there's still stacks there, you know, they have never gone back to farm it.
Are you serious? Oh my god, there is, yeah. Just 1 stack, right? Yeah, that's pretty crazy though. And you can see XM farming the other stack here on the right side of the map next to the statue. Or the spooky skeleton, sorry. Now, you know, we've hit our timing here on TA, right? Dragonlance Deso Dagger ready to go. And wow, even actually finding the Grove Bow for that bonus attack range. It is going to be a smooth and uncontested Roche. Rocket Flare's incoming, but it's not going to steal the Roche. Good effort.
Yeah, this is going to allow them to feel the aggression. Now I think they should be done with this part of the map. They are probably going to look to go get the other 2 remaining towers, outer towers, on the mid and bottom section.
Dire are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Or they are actually moving down top, so I guess they are planning to force them to come back to the high ground.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Wow, XM hasn't been in their jungle so long, he just picked up 4 bounty runes. 4 bounty runes at 20 minutes. So what, no one's been there for 12 minutes? Since minute 8? Tormentor's going to go down uncontested on the other side of the map, though. Oh no, PYW.
Oh, he's going in?
Oh, he's going to find 3 here. TP's incoming. Echo's trying to fight back in as Low. He's ready on this Blink Dagger. Disruption is going to be used. Oh, as Echo's killed off by the Meld Strike. JT does manage to TP away, but the rest of his team are falling in his midst.
Well, they did get the shard on the Shadow Demon. It was not for nothing.
That's something. It wasn't for nothing. It was just at a pretty darn heavy price.
Yep, PYW once again, you know, when he was going over, he was reading the situation really well. He knew that they were doing the Tormentor, and he just went in, you know, with no vision, just went in. And he knows that as long as he stops them from running away with his teammates TPing over, they are just gonna be able to clean house there.
Drak going for more, he just does not care. He is so tanky as well, as they have to stop the Timber from going in any deeper. Low giving chase as well as EZQ, I think. Oh, trying to outrun him, should make it out alive.
Whoa.
Sunstrike though
shot
from XM on the mark. Great shot. I was about to say, what a dead shot from Erica. XM said, hold my beer. And just collects that kill beautifully. Holy, what a game from XM.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're feeling angry, you know, after losing the second game. You know, they're back with vengeance.
So. Yeah, they ordered their Mala hot pot takeout, you know, and it's getting cold.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want, right? Your soup getting cold.
Yeah, or sometimes
they
if you have
were
like just not a
prepared.
lot
Yeah,
of kitchen food.
you know, the manager saw how the second game started. Okay, I guess it's safe for me to order food now. Then they lost that game.
I guess so, right? All right, call down, forces up the disruption here a bit early, but it's going to set up for the Sunstrike. Thankfully, not enough damage.
Oh, big echo!
W only sets up for the Echo Slam. 3 heroes there, caught and low. He's already gone down. ZZQ with the cogs, but he gets 4-step back out of the cogs as new. He's going to jump in under the cover of the BKB, safely able to ignore him, but the TA, she's died a second time. There was simply no saving her. Wow. What an Echo, just not respecting the Earthshaker there. And on the second life, she died just as quickly. The call-in had been set up, and unfortunately, she had to answer that call and collect the charges.
Yeah, on top of that, he doesn't have a BKB, and also I think he might be regretting his choice here of getting the Shadow Blade, wanting to build into the Silver Edge. Because without the BKB, with the BKB, he definitely would have survived there and maybe take the fight.
Big holds, big hold. I mean, look, it's still, you know, you're facing down a 14k net worth lead, but you needed a hold like that if you're Team Titan. It is a game 3 scenario. If you lose, you go home. If you win, you at least have one more BO3 series to play to potentially take part in that EPT tournament DreamLeague season 25. Can you believe it's already been 25 seasons of DreamLeague? What a titan of industry. Holy moly. They're giving chase, though. New. No BKB at the ready here, still 25 seconds on cooldown, but he's got a shield already. It's like that might just be enough. They have caught Echoes on the other side of the map. PYW giving chase. Echoes hiding away in these trees. Oh, but PYW sniffs him out, and now New chopping down his cover. Echoes a little bit of up and down, but mostly down for him this game, as he is going to be killed off during that toss.
Yeah, Lower has to be very, very careful now. That cannot actually happen again, because their lineup has to be ahead for them to be able to win in late game. You know, they need to have some sort of advantage. Because Erika is definitely the strongest hero in the late game, if he actually gets there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So but I guess is ready to go now.
I guess at the same time, the Invoker is kind of your insurance late game. Also, meanwhile, he's going to find ZZQ on the Clockwork here. Yeah, but as I was saying, late game, at least you do have like Invoker as your backup. Because TA is going to fall off, so Invoker is going to be their best bet when the game drags out really long. But it's still going to be difficult, you know, against the Moita. Moita late game is like hyper scary. She does so much damage.
Yeah. Well, if she can get there, the problem is she's been kind of starved away of a lot of farm. She hasn't really been able to accelerate too much, but has at least that BKB ready to go. A 9-second charge.
Yeah, you know the game's not going
high
well.
Ground.
Not going well for you usually if you have to stop your Mjolnir and finish your BKB first.
High ground is difficult for them to try and get through here, right? We should say with the threat of that Echo Slam, you know, that they have a pretty good setup. Like you said, with 2 tanky heroes up front to protect the Muerta, who's going to be doing the additional follow-up damage after the big ultis come out.
Yeah, I mean, they always have time. If they get a good toss-out, you know, reposition someone. But if the TA does not have BKB, I find it quite hard for her to actually just sit in front and siege the tower. They have to kill somebody first.
They're also hunting after Erika. He's going to show on this last wave.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. TPing out. PYW. Blink Dagger. They catch him. Oh, they just knew the trees he was hiding behind as well. And they take down the carry. Got greedy, man. He killed... His crime, the reason he's sentenced to death, murder of 1 Forge Spirit. That wasn't allowed. Actually say, no, you're not allowed to do that. All of a sudden, they're on the opposite side of the map. That's, I mean, I guess it's really just low by himself. He's acting like he still has an Aegis. Maybe if he pretends and wishes he has an Aegis, he does, but he doesn't. Either way, he's going to effectively scare away the side of Titan. They go up into the high ground now. They've got that Ags up on the Earthshaker. They're going to go hunting for New. Smokes are breaking. They find him. Quick little Echo Slam to set things up. But New, he's got a BKB. He's just going to walk away. He's just going to simply walk away. And look how Polison's going in. JT, he does manage to TP out. Mercy, not as lucky as Xtreme collects his soul with the Sunstrike. The rest of the team just running and hiding here as Titan, they go hunting for a kill and come up empty-handed.
Wait, how did he actually get BKB off? He didn't. He missed his stun, or he initiated with Echo, but he got BKB off on the Timber or something.
I don't know. That was. Does he have a Sanj? He doesn't have a
No.
Sanj. I don't know.
Like how? I'm very confused about what happened. Why was he able to click his BKB?
Echoes. And Neil. They didn't have anything to break after
No,
shot,
nothing.
did they? No, he's definitely.
Nothing.
Oh,
I was so confused. He got stunned
smoke
by
play.
Echo,
They're gonna go
and
for
then
it again.
he got his BKB off somehow. And now they're gonna smoke out. They don't have Echo, but they know that the enemy team is split up. Low
but
is
they do
alone.
see Lu. Low. He's going to get going on. They're going to throw his refraction charges. He's got a BKB. This time he's going to be able to activate it. Turns, trying to fight with the break active. He doesn't get a kill. Let's do some decent damage, but now the team fight. It started off on the back foot for XG. Titan, they like where they stand. PYW, the counter initiation, but he gets hit with a dead shot. Does he have enough damage for the kills? Easy Q taking him down to the vessel. He is going to live, and in the meantime, it's 3 down on the side of XG. Titan making it happen as they divide and conquer around the map. Unbelievable stuff from them so far to stay in this game.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching game 2 again. They have this lead, and then Low all of a sudden gets caught out. And he farms too aggressive, and he dies. And they definitely should have just gone Rosh. They have TA. They saw that the Rosh was up, you know. Oh boy, if they lose
True,
this
yeah.
Rosh,
They have the third eye.
this is gonna be really, really bad.
Now this Morta's starting to really power up, right? Level 18. They're going to burn a bit of her mana. That's always a nice move. But she's got that BKB, full Mjolnir, and quickly building into her next item, that Manta style. I don't know if they can defend this tier 1 tower. They're going to try. Low's back in 15 seconds. Mercy in position here for a pretty nasty disruption.
They found the SD.
Actually, he gets thrown out of position. That's pretty decent. Mercy disruption does finally get off, and Mew, he survives that initial onslaught of damage. Paulison nearly dying there, goes to the dead shot. There's the Echo Slam. It's good on to 2XM. Impervious thanks to the BKB. The Yule Scepter buying Tiny a little bit of time. Can actually blink away as Mew is giving chase and actually running away from JT Make It. Low has rejoined the fight, looking at least for his initial target. He decides it's going to be the Earthshaker. He kills him mid-toss as Low now on the double kill finds PYW. JT being kited around in this fight suddenly finds himself low, nearly out of mana. Mew, you madman! All right.
Bro, he had 400 damage right click, you know. They were gonna die if he was able to hit them a couple more times on the Invoker.
Yeah, and somehow that tier 1 fight, I guess, that little song and dance does end up working out pretty well for XG. They take down everyone. Did they get the Muerta in that fight?
No,
I don't know if they did.
She survived.
Right now.
I think it was actually still good for Titan because the Muerta didn't die and she was able to scale, got gold, got XP. Now she's going to be able to build another item. She's going for Manta. So wants a way to remove the melt debuff on her. Not the most common item you see on a Muerta. So he just thinks that they don't really lack damage. She just needs to be able to survive in a team fight, stand her ground. And this is definitely getting very tricky here. If XG loses one more fight, I think the game is going to be very difficult. The Muerta is already going to enter her territory, and TA cannot carry this game alone anymore.
The Muerta is going to enter her territory. I like how primal you make it sound.
It's late game, you know. Welcome to my stage of the game. Imagine,
It's true, we're getting there.
imagine like
Is under attack.
a Morphling talking to Undying. Morphling got bullied by Undying the whole game, in the early game. And then when it goes past 25 minutes, the Morphling is laughing at the Undying. Because it's my game now, you're in the water now.
Now you're in the water, he says as he makes a tombstone out of water. Echoes, he might get caught here. Oh, what, just another 5 bounty runes casually being chilling there. He's got enough money actually for a BKB. Actually, he's just shy of it, isn't he? For him, he's going to be caught and killed. But he did give a lot of gold to his team. That's a little ridiculous. Look, he cut like 3k off of the gold lead just from picking up bounty runes. BYW going hunting, finds himself a Clockwork. Low will collect the kill to make it 26 bonus stacks of damage here on that Deso. Is hitting pretty hard here, but as you say, what are those signs along the highway here? Are those Muerta signs? Are we entering her territory, Winter?
Yeah, unfortunately, there is only 50 kilometers remaining, Time is running out. Okay, not kilometers, 30 miles. I know you use miles.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Pretty close 1-to-1. And here they go, getting onto that tier 3 tower. They do it very quickly as well. The toss back, it's a darn good one on a Mercy. Oh no, they couldn't get the calling fast enough. Boy, the silence new is still fine, actually. That's going to be PYW instead going down as they burn a lot of mana here off of Erica. Echoes with a little jump in there just to show that he's here. He's alive. He's got an Echo Slam and he's ready to use it. He's not afraid. JT, he might be a little bit afraid. He lost about 600 HP to that one Meld Strike as Low continuing to do the damage now. He's got this Enchanted Quiver and just look at him go. Taking down those ranged racks. Will he be aggressive, we'll say, and go for the melee? He'll certainly try. A quick blink away as the EMP set to burn a bit more mana here off of the Muerta before she Hurricane Pikes herself to safety. ZZQ standing here in the wings, ready to go for a hook shot. They do clear these waves incredibly effectively, don't they? And that's going to be enough to force back the side of XG, especially because New is showing down bottom.
Radiant are scanning.
Scan. Are they going to maybe look for more here? Rocket Flare doesn't find much. JT with his gem only finds a trap there up on the cliff. And he's not going to find much else, as XG have already gotten the heck out of dodge. Still 2 minutes on this Aegis, though. Not a bad push, really. A 1-for-1 trade there.
Yeah, they have to try to regroup. They cannot allow pickoffs to happen. I think actually just needs to huddle together and run down the lane once more. It's
Pretty good damage onto that mid.
It's still very tense here. They have the Aegis, they're falling Kelly, but this doesn't feel like it's a lot anymore.
Wow, talk about a value talent here for New. He's just picked up his 20% regen, 20 magic resist talent on the Timbersaw is what I mean to say. That is very good against this Muerta as we slowly but surely start to enter her territory.
5 more minutes, yeah. Muerta is like post...
It's on the horizon.
Yeah, post 40-minute hero. I think she's actually already pretty strong now. We are kind of already in her territory. She has a level 20 talent. I guess when she gets 25, when she gets her gunslinger talent, then she becomes a totally different beast.
Indeed. You know, you can run, you can hide, but la muerte nos siga todo, pardon me. Spanish a bit rusty despite me speaking more of it in the past month than I have in maybe the past 5 years. Here we go, though. Is it time for Muerta to pop off? It very well might be, as... getting a little bit greedy there for the 35-minute Wisdom runes is Low. He's very confident still, though. I mean, honestly, 45 seconds left on the Aegis. I suppose he's got a point. He just hit his 25 talent as well. He's gone for the 1-second meld hit bash. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. The jump from Fog of War, it's good for that initial stun onto Low. He's going to be just immediately killed as PYW jumping on in. The EMP is pretty good on the 3. The hook shot, though, does find XM. The interrupt is pretty good. Low does manage to get a blink on out as the triple meatball doing some damage. Echoes with an Echo Slam only onto the gyrocopter in the meantime as New. He does manage to get on top of the Muerta, who force steps herself forward on top of Low. Low, who can attack her through the
Muerta's dead.
But PYW from the wings cancels that TP out. That is 2 cores dead now for the side of Titan as they force the fight into the Aegis. And I have to say, Winter, somehow, unshockingly, it does not go well.
And PYW with the clutch buyback there, cancelling the TP of the Muerta. Like, she just went all in to try and finish the fight.
Oh no, oh the break on the JT is going to be tossed back into the enemy team and he's just dead. He doesn't have buyback, he's dead for a minute and a half without buyback.
Oh boy, this is bad. This might just be the game. No buyback on Bristol. They have 2 buybacks on Muerta and Shaker. Don't know if they'll be enough to repel the push, but they're gonna lose 2 sides.
It's 2, if not just megas here, honestly. The Muerta trying to conserve her buyback. She got it back in 30 seconds, has pierced pierce the veil already, but no BKB until her respawn timer is up here in 30 seconds. And look how quickly they get through these buildings. The SD, he's going to get jumped immediately by New as PYW was looking for a toss back. Instead, he's going to find himself hit by the Demonic Purge. The hook shot is pretty darn good onto 2. The Morta's bought back as well. PYW is going to go down. Erica opening up some damage. ZZQ is going to buy back as well as they manage to hold. They defend the last lane of Barracks here down bottom. They take down PYW. It's a dieback for him. So he's out of the game for 90 seconds.
Yeah, but it was a very expensive defense though. 2 buybacks, 3 buybacks, actually 2, Muerta and Clockwork. They killed the Tiny, it was a dieback for him, but it was definitely worth it for XG. Now they can decide whether they want to just wait things out, wait for the next rush, which is going to be soon. They have the TA, so they're gonna know exactly how much time they have.
They'll know. They'll know as soon as we know. A minute and a half until he respawns, so time enough for PYW to stretch, you know. Make sure he gives the manager the order of the hot pot that he wants. Yes, he wants potatoes, you know. Let's get fragrant level spice, please, on this mala.
Bro, if I'm the manager after what happened in the second game, I'll just say no. Finish your game first.
But what are they? You're not going to let him eat in between the BO3?
No, dude, after what happened, you don't want them to be thinking about lunch out before finishing their job, you know?
Let's see. You're working them, man. You're working them hard. It's tough. What do you give them? You just give them like cubes of food? Like they're in some dystopian novel?
Hey, water, just give them water.
Some Soylent. Okay, careful here. Scythe device onto JT. Just good at burning some of his mana, but he's got a pretty big mana reserve now, actually, with the Bloodstone. Just water is hilarious. Daedalus for the TA on top of this Arcane Blink. She is hitting very hard here. They're going to try and maybe sneak through the mid lane. Dead shot has been used. This is maybe an opening also with the fissure on out is New. He's just going to jump in on the side. Sunstrike coming on down, but the force step is good. That is until PYW is going to run back on in to guarantee the kill. Calling good to try and keep anyone else from running into the high ground. Erica patience now on that Pierce the Veil. As from behind, JT, he's going to get jumped. I'm not sure how he ended up out here, but a BKB at least sees him up to the high ground safely. That was his 9-second charge. And he's just sent back to lick his wounds in the fountain. All right, third eye, and, you know, our cheating observer vision tells us that it's going to be a long wait until Roche. We'll see how XG reacts with that information. Honestly, Winter, we're about to hit 40 minutes. Yes, we are entering the Muerta territory now, you know, but it's close to a 30k net worth lead here in favor of XG. I mean, can the Muerta still pull this one back from the brink?
Never count her out in late game. That's what I've learned, you know, after all the games I've played against this hero. Somehow you think you have the advantage, and then this hero just kills all your team, you know, when you dive and you make a mistake in a team fight. You don't want to give her that opportunity.
Right, and PYW doesn't want to do that either. He's picked up a Wind Waker. Very fun item. XM really likes this build, by the way, on the Invoker. We've seen it before. Bloodstone. He seems to be going for Parasma next, but yeah, there he is. He's now queued up the Refresher Orb as well to purely go into that Raging Fury Invoker mode. We'll see if we get there this time, as we see a Dead Shaker caught him over on the side of the map, dead for still a minute. That will perhaps allow Titan to get in position for this next Roche. Although Low has just picked up a DD rune, I imagine he is going to want to try and use this. We'll see what they end up doing here. Mid-wave is being pushed in here at the moment. XG scouted here by that Rocket Flare. JT out of the base, about to hit his own level 25 talent here, by the way. Low doesn't seem like he's going to be able to find an opening here with this amplified damage rune, so it will expire. And Titan, well, they continue bleeding this game out here just a bit longer, just hoping for a way right back in it. JT was smoked and then immediately broke it. I think no surprise here that XG are going to be contested for this positioning over the Roche pit.
20 seconds. Just enough time for Gyro to be alive. This is the last hurrah, Richie. Titan gets coming out.
Has to be it. But it's troublesome because mid and top are pushing in really hard. 5 seconds until the big man respawns. Smoke up now here from the side of XG. But it is going to be Titan who will be able to move first into the Roche pit. Erica, sorry, make that Earthshaker hiding behind the pit. JT, he's just going to start this thing up. As XG watching and waiting, they see a lot of action outside of the pit. New, his smoke, it's going to immediately break. Ward set up here by the side of Titan. They do have creeps on the tier 4 tower.
Hitting the
That's
Roche.
going to be a dieback here on his EZQ. Roche already down to half HP as New. He goes into the pit. Tornado actually does find Erica on the outside of the pit as the positioning slowly but surely falling apart. That's going to be a good disruption, trying to save JT, give him at least a chance to fight another day as PYW. He's going to go down. Look at Erica go, though, is only taken down, well, basically no one. Low, in the meantime, is getting ready to counter-initiate here, and Erica knows he's got to bail out of this fight.
Oh,
JT
he canceled.
trying to
His
run
TP canceled.
you, but the TP canceled. Actually, Erica did cancel the TP. Did he cancel it himself? He's trying to fight through this one. That's not going to work out.
His
That's
BKB
going to be a
ran out.
dieback for him. Oh, it did. And that's just going to have to be the game here, I imagine. I mean, you've got Echoes back. He's going to be able to at least clear the creeps in the base, but that is a very fast Aegis, a very fast Roche now. They will be barreling into the base without a Muerta to defend for another minute and a half. There is at least one last glyph. New, see if he gets caught out here. That would certainly give some hope here to the side of Titan, but it's going to be a 3 versus 4 with an Aegis on this Templar Assassin as they come in barreling through the bottom lane.
No, it was a valiant effort there. I think they made the right choice there to smoke out. They can't just give the Roche for free, because then you can't really defend anyway.
Very true. All right, now the Shadow Demons respawn, but still 40, sorry, make that a minute until the Muerta returns to the fray. It's going to have to be a miraculous hold here. JT, he's just hit level 25. Maybe there's a chance, but look at Low get to work. The glyph is going to finally come out. Refresher orb just freshly purchased here by JT. They really have to throw everything they have now as there's no glyph and there's no more tier 4 to defend. New, he's going to get jumped first, but look how Low jumps straight on in. Finds Echoes there with the Melon hit bash, but doesn't actually get a kill. They're going to set back up here onto the Ancient as JT is going to get a bit of his mana burn. Finally, the BKB comes out, but he's broken by the Silver Edge. Oh, the Bloodstone heal. It's just going to be enough. A second BKB, a second active of that Bristleback. Maybe he'll get through Paulison. He's still alive for now, but look at them go. They're trying to finish out this game. 3 dead just like that as the Shaker's going to end up dropping Low. Still content to just finish out this game as Erica, unfortunately, his last action here is to just type the GG. Low dives the fountain as he takes his team XG into the lower bracket finals. They'll be going up against Team Tidebound for that last slot here for DreamLeague Season 25. Congrats to them.